Hello, Tom. Thank you for sending your swing to the Golf Digest Challenge. My name is Mike Richards. I'm going to be analyzing your swing today. Hey, looking at your setup position, you don't have that bad a look to the setup. One thing I would do, though, is I'd get your chin a little bit higher up off your chest. Right here, it looks like your chin's buried in there just a touch bit too much for my liking. What that's going to do is hopefully going to eliminate some of this little curvature to your back and that roundness to your back. With the graininess to the video, Tom, it's kind of hard to really diagnose, but I can see a couple things. I want you to understand in the backswing. I don't know what your ball flight does, but right here is a big indicator. It looks to me like your club face is extremely closed right there. When you swing the club back to hip high, what I try to get my golfers who have the club face that closed is the toe of the golf club at hip high points up to the clouds. If the toe of the golf club is kind of facing parallel to the ground, or the face of the club is facing the ground, that's too closed. Now the second thing I want you to pick up and look at is when you swing the club to the top. See right here, this club face looks extremely closed. To understand what a closed club face is, here is the leading edge of your club, and here's your forearm angle. You kind of want to have those two things work in the same angle, and typically you want to have that club face working at this angle as well as your left forearm. So right now your club face is closed. So if you start hitting major hooks out there, or you start blocking this ball, Tom, way to the right, your club face, let's check that position at the top. Now, next thing. Right here you can see that club head kind of sneak out past your shoulder. Well, that's going to be eliminated based on what I'm going to talk to you next. When you swing this club back, your arms get extremely close to your head and to your shoulders. So we need to keep some width to your arms. If you can, Tom, I don't know how many swings you're allowed to send in, but try and turn your camera so the camera's over here in front of you, so you can see this direction. From here, adjust your shutter speed. See if you have a sport mode on your camera or a way to get your shutter speed a little higher. That'll help me see a little bit more frames per second so I can really see the club, what it's doing. But what I'm looking at from this face-on view is I really like to see some width to your left arm. Now what does that mean? It doesn't mean I want your left arm straight. It doesn't mean I want your left arm stiff. I want your left arm extended but relaxed in its extension. Right now everything collapsed too much in, and that's why you're seeing the club head sneak out past your shoulders. Now what is going to happen from there is you're going to have to make a swing and really throw the golf club at the ball because it's too darn close to your body. Now looking at the way your swing comes down and the way you finish, you look like you have a very balanced finish. That's not the problem. I just like to see a little bit better contact based on getting that club face more square in the backswing and keeping some angles away from you. Now there are some examples here that I would use, and one of the models I would show you is Brad Faxon. Now watch his takeaway and watch where the club goes. See, his hands are away from his head. His arms are not collapsed into his shoulders. That's where I like to get you to try and mimic. So if you can, stand in front of a mirror, get in front of a window if you can, and really work on keeping this arm and hands away from your head. Don't let them sneak in back into you. That's going to cause a lot of distance loss right there. Tom, good luck. Thanks for sending your swing into the Golf Digest Challenge. And like I said before, if you can send me another video, send me one the same angle I've got Faxon's here, so I can see how your width's doing and how your club face is doing. Thanks again.